Alright guys, I'm headed to my sticker guy in town. This guy that owns Sign Pro is the name of the company. And he is awesome. His turnaround is great. The design he has on my dumpster I absolutely love. And every single time that I get a new dumpster, whatever it is, if it's just because it's a brand new dumpster and it's clean and it looks good, I always get a call. Especially on this dumpster here. If you look back, that one sits a lot higher above the trailer. And so it draws a lot of attention. It doesn't look normal. I mean, it's, 6 feet tall on the ground, so then sitting on the trailer, it's pretty big looking, especially for such a small truck. And once he gets those logos on there, I'll be driving down Main Street and I'll just get a call. Hey, I'm sitting behind you. What are your rates for dumpster rentals? So right away, these things always pay for themselves. I mean, this is a mobile billboard. So anybody who says, print ads and stuff like that is dead, it is the digital age, and that is definitely where you're going to get most of your ROI when it turns, for advertising. But word of mouth and branding is still super important, because people see these things sitting in driveways and it triggers something in their head. They see it going down the road. They're always thinking about it once they see it then. So it's one thing to scroll past it online. It's another thing to see it in person. So let's go ahead and drop this thing off and get her stickered. I don't even have to tell him that I'm coming. He sees this thing sitting here in his driveway, and now he knows. That just means, hey, Clayton has a new dumpster and he wants it stickered. So as you can see, this dumpster isn't perfectly new. There are some scuffs and stuff in it, but he'll be able to kind of rub some of those out, get the sticker on there. But the thing I'm most mad about is I actually had this thing sitting at a McDonald's for a week, and probably thousands of people drove past it and I didn't have any stickers on it. So total missed opportunity. So definitely not going to let that happen again. This baby's getting decaled so that when it sits somewhere that popular, it's getting the attention it deserves. There it is, dropped off in his parking lot. I'm going to get out of the way here soon, but I'm going to run inside real quick. I'm actually going to go talk to him. I've got an idea for another thing I want designed, and I want my logo slapped on it. Kind of one of my side businesses to my side business, if that makes sense. So I'm going to see if I can convince him to design something and slap a logo on it, and I'll show it to you guys some other time. But in regards to this, we'll come back, we'll check in on it, we'll see how it looks when it's done. So stay tuned. All right guys, I'm here picking up the dumpster from Sign Pro right over there. These guys, take a look at that thing. It's so simple, way better than it used to be, but I love the branding. rollingops.com, and then my phone number. Boop. Please don't call me like that. All right, so the easiest thing for them is the brand awareness. They're going to see this all the time. All my dumpsters are black and yellow. Easy to remember then. I don't look like all the other dumpsters around. And it's just telling them the easiest thing. Rent me. For all they know, I could be a dumpster for a roofing company. So you have to tell them what you're doing. They can rent your product, and they can get more information at my website, and they can call me at this phone number for more information. And that's when they see it in the driveway at an angle, right? Well, then of course we definitely want them to see it when they're sitting behind a stoplight. So I have two different variations of my logo. I wouldn't really recommend more than two, but then super simple. Dumpster rentals, and then my website and my phone number. And then again, of course, on this side. So when they're sitting behind me at a light, they know what's going on. When this is sitting in a parking lot, they know what's going on. And the fun thing is, actually, when nothing is on my trailer, come over here, I made him put dumpster rentals on here, because I actually do have other parts of my business. As you see, I also move shipping containers, I have rental properties, so I actually try to keep my rolling operations on my truck pretty generic, because you never know what it's going to be used for. But in terms of my dumpster rentals, I really want it to be clear. So just an easy thing, guys. You have a giant mobile billboard with this thing. Like I said, my biggest missed opportunity was having this thing sit at a McDonald's for a week with no branding on it. Thousands of people go through McDonald's every day. Huge opportunity missed for me, but I definitely won't let that happen again. So all of my dumpsters are branded right now, and from now on, it's going to be the first thing I do when I pick up a new dumpster is I'm going to be bringing it here. And to be honest, not to get into my margins too much, because as you guys may have noticed, I don't talk about those very often, for good reason. There are eyes and ears in my town, but one time paying for this, or one rental will pay for everything that was done here. Totally worth it to me, ROI, especially when I'm getting phone calls at stoplights and, oh, I saw your dumpster sitting in somebody's driveway, can you give me a rate? That's exactly why I do this. Because you know what? Not everybody Googles everything. So definitely brand your dumpsters, brand your truck. If you're not in the dumpster rental business, you're in the lawn care business, in the whatever business, you don't exist if you don't have a brand. So keep that in mind, guys. The cool thing about this is I knew that I'd be renting this thing pretty quick, so I had 1 day break, and I just called this guy up and was like, hey, I need you to squeeze me in, can you do it? And that's why I like him so much. And he's like, yep, I can do it, bring it over. I dropped it in the parking lot, he got it, and I have a drop off I'm doing, last one for the day, so no time wasted. I'm getting my stuff rented, and it's paying for all this advertising for itself, so that's the best part. All right, y'all, I'm gonna hit the road. Stay tuned though, subscribe, like, follow, all that good stuff, because I do have a pretty good idea with all this branding stuff. I'm not gonna talk about it now because I don't want anybody to really take the idea, but it's kind of the Uber or Uber Eats and dumpsters, so stay tuned because it's a pretty fun idea, and I know a couple other dumpster guys that'll probably want to adapt this idea once I get it going, so stay tuned. I'll let you know once I have it.